Stephen Curry has just won his 4th championship in 8 years with the Warriors and has put himself to be what I believe to be a top 10 player after finally winning the one elusive award that his career has lacked, all while having the best finals run statistically in his career. Steph Curry's legacy has changed the game of basketball forever, and his legacy is an elusive and impressive one. Keep around to see exactly why. To understand the Warriors' recent win, let's go back. 2 seasons ago, the Warriors only won 15 games and were at the bottom of the NBA. But now recently, they have won the NBA Finals, and sure, did the best player on the Boston Celtics severely underperform? Yes, but that's a whole video on its own. When looking at Steph Curry play throughout the series, he was playing a very high level of basketball, which accompanied with Andrew Wiggins turning into a prime Kawhi defensively and Jordan Poole being unable to miss, and the whole entire Warriors roster stepping it up as guys like Gary Payton II, Otto Porter Jr. and Jonathan Kuminga were on a roll, meant this whole team was overachieving since the beginning of the series. Going back to the beginning of the series, Curry was playing phenomenally as he averaged through the first 15 games of the season 29 points, 1.7 steals, 0.7 blocks, 6.5 assists on 46 and 42% splits, while having a 13 plus minus, which is insane. He was playing so good at the time that it was seeming like he was about to have his 2nd unanimous MVP, but right when things were up, he was starting to have his bad games. This all started on November 30th against the Phoenix Suns, where Curry put up 12 points on 19% from the field and a negative 17 plus minus. And at this point, these types of games just became standard for Curry at that point in time. Coming close to the end of the regular season, after Curry finally picked it up and started playing like his normal Curry self, he was on pace to breaking the NBA 3-point all-time record, which is a huge achievement, and would make him officially the best shooter of all time, no debate. But to break this record, Curry just started chucking up threes, plummeting his 3-point percentage and his MVP stock, but I doubt he cared. He would break the 3-point record on December 14th against the New York Knicks, and officially set history again with another elusive achievement in Curry's career. And as we celebrated, Curry's Warriors went back to work. Being the 3rd seed at the end of the season, we had expectations, but the reality that we ended up having really did surpass those expectations we had at the beginning of the playoffs, where they were against a Celtics team that had some luck after Jimmy Butler couldn't hit a transition 3 in an elimination game.
For the lead! Loose and Horford.
But the luck wouldn't run that far, as in 6 games the Warriors would beat the Celtics and win a chip, and Curry would win Finals MVP, the one award that he's needed throughout his career. Now that we're all caught up, let's talk about Steph Curry's legacy. Steph Curry now has proved that he can not only win without KD, but if anything, KD needs Curry to win, as Kevin Durant has not seen much improvement or anything really good come out since he left the Golden State Warriors. Another thing that I've heard about Curry that people for some reason talk about is the fact that Curry couldn't bring a team by himself, but that's just false. Curry has now shown to be able to carry a team, as he literally brought a bottom seed team to a championship while being their leader. He has also shown to be able to do amazing out of the system that people for some reason thought created his points. When speaking about where he should place in the all-time rankings, I'm saying he's top 10, but obviously he's on the latter half of that 10 at 8, 9, or 10, as he can't really be placed any higher because those players are pretty much locked into their spots. Curry broke the mold of a normal point guard and changed the game of basketball forever, and I think he does deserve his respect. Curry is now obviously the best shooter of all time, from the difficulty of his shots to the defensive gravity he has from an extremely far range to just the sheer amount of them that he has made. He's playing extremely high basketball while being at a point where most players would be deteriorating, and he's just out here being more successful than ever. He was the player that held back arguably the greatest player of all time and is a legend in the game who demands his respect. He is the first and only unanimous MVP, and he is a key piece to one of the most dominant dynasties of NBA histories, and most important of all, he is the baby-faced assassin.